It took 43 minutes of real-life time to move all the stuff from those barrels into our dilapidated home. But I did it. Hello, viewer. Welcome back to some more Let's Play Underrail. In the last episode, we got into the Core Tech Research Facility, hidden over there in the drop zone. And after fighting our way through crawlers and mutants, we ended up at the research level, where they were experimenting or trying to discover what the faceless, weird polyhedron device was. And just as we arrived, an explosion occurred down there, a wall caved in, and Chortists showed up, killed the scientist, and took the device. We tried to give chase, but we were a little too slow in killing a bunch of Chortists who were stationed around to prevent us from actually reacquiring the device. And we'll likely find it at their institute, which Mr. Percival had told us about, which is in Upper Underrail. In any case, Mr. Simmons, while upset that this was beyond our control, nothing we could do, he lost a priceless artifact. However, he was still impressed that we have accomplished the tasks set before us in rather reasonable time and with great efficiency, and gifted us a pile of rubble as a home. The Core City Housing Corporation has agreed that the city will pay for the renovation of the ground floor, which we see here. But everything else we want, we gotta pay for. We spent close to 11,000 charons on getting a security system here in place on the ground floor, 2 plasma sentries at the front door, and plasma guns at the front door, and a plasma sentry here, and a bunch of storage containers, as well as a few drapes for color. I have moved all the stuff from our barrels into our home, so we are slowly getting a little more organized. And with that said, let's take a look at ourselves and the equipment that we're bringing with us before we leave our new abode. Here's Tim, level 22. Right, we leveled last episode as well, which I was not expecting to do. But we did it. That's amazing. 2 more levels and we'll be increasing our dex to level 8. And then oh my goodness, viewer, I can't believe how fast we're leveling. And we might be ready for the Institute of Chort at that time. Though I would like to fully explore all of Underrail before then. And by that I mean all of the standard level Underrail passageways. We still have the lurkers to deal with. We still need to pick a political faction if we're interested in doing that. We still have Jack Quicksilver's quests to do. We have more cave systems to explore. And we have all of Upper Underrail to do, in addition to Institute of Chort. My goodness, there's a lot to do. We also need to report back to Tanner at Southgate Station. Let him know that we saw the device, but that it's with the Chortists. In any case, here's our skills as well. Oh, I leveled off screen. Right, I leveled off screen. So, 5 points in melee, evasion, and metathermics. That should go without saying, since I want all the evasion we can possibly get to avoid being hit at range. We want all the melee and metathermics, because that's what we're using for our damaging abilities. I put 5 more points in pickpocketing, which gives us 120 at the moment. Should it help us get access to a few of those core tech pockets we haven't been able to access yet. And the rest went into electronics. For our feats, I grabbed cheap shots. So this plays nicely with Weaponsmith, which we took, since we have a 5% increased critical hit chance. And this increases the critical damage bonus the critical damage we inflict with our critical hits by 50%. We also have this flat 15% chance whenever we stab someone with a spear that they are incapacitated for 1 turn, which is amazing, since we've seen ourselves get slaughtered by assassins and cutthroats. If they incapacitate us and the round ends, then they get an entire round of stabbing us again the next round. And we're going to do the same thing to them if we get a chance to do so. For specializations, I put another point into Pyromaniac. Alright, equipment. So, I am wearing this still, but I think it's time for me to try to make some better armor, since I might... Oh! We'll take a look at the armor I can create, but I want a blast, not a blast cloth. I want some aluminum cloth to go with it in order to give me fire resistance. That's going to be tricky to find. I think our best chance to get a decent cloth will be actually Southgate Station at this moment. As for money, I sold everything in our barrels, and we're back up to 11,200 bucks. I also purchased a wardrobe and a refrigerator, and a little bit of decor for our big, vast, empty nothing over here at the moment. Felt weird storing a bunch of food in shelves. Felt weird storing them in barrels. Currently, it's all in the refrigerator, and all of my outfits are in this wardrobe at the moment. I've organized my lockers by the type of crafting that is done to interact with the stuff. And with that said, let's see what we can actually create here. So I have picked up two... Oh, let's mention this quick as well. I did use a cheat engine to refresh the merchants' money and sold them endless amounts of stuff as a heads up. So I didn't just wait around while I played something else and then go back to this every hour and a half and run around and sell all this stuff. I was tempted to do that. I've done that in the past, actually. But after moving all the stuff into the home for 43 minutes, I'm like, no, I just want to sell stuff to merchants and just be done with this. And so just a cheat engine. On that note, I did, as you can see, acquire a few very high-level ballistic panels. So I want to take a look at these with the sturdy vest. And while we're here, let's do a little bit of crafting examination. I'll have to remember to put a cut here in case you guys don't care about this sort of thing. And we're going to grab all the things we currently have, and let's take a look and see what we can craft out of this for tactical vests. So if we use the laminated fabric ballistic panel, if we use this panel and we use this sturdy vest, we get a level 23 what is this? Sturdy vest is what it is called. And which is, wow, it is better than what we're currently using. Even I feel like it is. The numbers are higher, 25 and 12 as opposed to 21 and 8. The armor penalty gets reduced to 10. We get 20 more health, and we lose 53% increased damage threshold against bullets and shotgun shells. I still think this is nice, but I wouldn't mind having something here in the overcoat fabric. If we were able to use a side beetle carapace, this increases the armor penalty to 30%. We gain even more mechanical resistance, 22. We gain a 30% armor penalty, though, which means that we lose dodge and evasion. We do gain decreased psi ability cost by 10%, and all of our sonic skills are increased by 24. This is actually pretty nice, in all honesty. It's a shame I'm not taking biology viewer until we're like level 26. So we'll just have to keep our eye open for more components of this sort. Alternatively, instead of the laminated fabric panel, we could use a reinforced one. What does that do? We gain more percentage mechanical resistance, 29 instead of 25, and we lose a point? We lose a point of threshold, which is 7. I think is what that means. I think I like this one better. So we'll keep our eye open for some aluminized cloth or other cloth as we go forward and explore some of these places. Oh, we do have the foam padding. I don't think I can't use foam padding here. No, we can't. We could in leather armor, which means we could make some boots. But I'm looking to see if I can find some boot springs, high-level boot springs, before I make boots. Anyway, while I'm here, I suppose we should craft some armor to sell it. It's only 13,000 for this, but let's make it. A galvanic vest. Done. Okay, and we can sell this to one of the merchants we were probably likely to meet. I could spend some time. So what I'm going to do, viewer, in the future. So I just wanted to point out that I picked up some armor stuff, sold a bunch of stuff, stored a bunch of things. In the future, I will do crafting of this sort off screen, unless you guys really want to watch me craft. Alternatively, I can do what I'm planning to do for this video, and I can leave like a break in it, so you guys can click ahead if you're not interested in crafting. It is really difficult to resist the urge to buy even more things for the house. But I want to wait until we're back up to about 15,000 before I spend about another 3,000 on the home. Especially because we're going to make a slight deviation in order to purchase a workbench. We're going to do it... Actually, let's continue to upgrade the house just a tad in this episode. I want a workbench. And in particular, because it's currently lower level, I want an my electronic skill is lower level compared to my mechanics and my tailoring. I figured we would buy the electronics workbench. The workbenches are located in very specific places. The electronics workbench can be acquired from West, over in Foundry. The tailoring workbench is acquired from Fred, over in Camp Harthor. The doctor's bench for biology and chemistry is located over in... That would be Junkyard from Fixer. And if you want the mechanics bench, I forget the gentleman's name, but he's over in Rail Crossing. We apparently need a bench if I want to outfit any of the the basement level rooms with storage facilities. And I would very much like to do that. Although I think we'll only outfit the electrical one, I think, at the moment. That one also, I think, has the most workbenches, most storage options. Oh, Foundry's close enough that we can just walk here, by the way. So, just like in real life, if it's about 1.5 miles away, I prefer to walk it rather than drive. Or I used to, back when I was more in shape. Or I had less shape attached to me, viewer. Oh. The cancer treatments. Just sitting in the hospital rooms for days. Plus, I haven't exercised regularly, viewer, since about April of last year. The cats, when I took them inside, took away a lot of my free time. Now I'm dealing with fleas occasionally, which requires vacuuming and moving stuff around, and that takes even more free time too. So it's been, well, I still can walk. I just didn't. This is all on me. It's all well, not all of it, I suppose. A good portion of it is. But I was lazy. I didn't do a whole lot of exercise. I was eating really poorly, making lots of poor choices. Lots of whole pizzas and bags of potato chips when my taste came back 2 months ago. I thought I would never taste anything again. Everything tasted like foul chemicals. Viewer, was awful. I didn't want to eat anything, but you're hungry. Chemo treatment was... It was rough, viewer. It was rough. It still is rough. I still lose my sense of taste. But it's not 100% with cytarabine as it was with Worktarg and with the Idusarub or whatever the other push drug was. In any case, I'm babbling a whole lot. I apologize. Hey, West. I'm interested in buying that electronics workbench with all that integrated equipment. This one? I'm using that. I need it. Do you know where I can find one like that? I don't. I know I'm not helpful, but I can't help you there, friend. Everything can be bought. You just have to name the price. Esther becomes glued to the workbench as he considers your words. With each passing second, you become more and more sure that he's indeed going to name a price. There's a lot of expensive tools in that thing. If I were to sell it, it would have to be for no less than 1,200 charons. Yeah. That's what I'm asking for it. Alright, about that workbench then. I'll buy it for 1,200 charons. Give him the Stygian coins. He coughs. Good. I'd help you carry it out of the store, but my back's a bit friable. Old age, what can I say? I'm not carrying it either. I'll see to it that Core City Housing Corporation guy delivers it to my house. He nods. Alright, goodbye, West. Goodbye, friend. Do we know... hitting all the wrong buttons. Do we know... the taser recipe? We don't. Okay, so I want that. Who, West, are you selling it? It's in Southgate Station, I suspect. I think I was checking, and we have a decent electroshock generator. We also have a decent plasma cell I think we'll be able to use, but we'll need the little boost that the workbench gives us. So the taser can probably be acquired from Ezra in Southgate Station. So why don't we work our way there? We'll get an excuse to explore more areas, and we'll be looting on the way. Let's go through the Ironhead. Well, we'll go this way, but this is going to be tricky. There's so much we haven't explored yet. Or I feel like there is. Oh, let's do it. I still haven't looked up this quest, by the way, with the emergency phones. I'm going to beg your forgiveness, viewer, because I will try to remember to look it up after I'm done with this recording session, so that I can figure out how to do it. I could, of course, just read, but who does that? Alright. Let's do combat here. Move up, and we set these guys on fire. Set neither of them on fire. We did do decent damage to the heavy gunner, so I'm going to recurrence him and then move away. I don't think this guy's going to use the adrenaline right away. If he sprints and adrenalines, he can reach me and swing at me. You know, I just convinced myself to use sprint. Can we kill this guy? Not if we miss twice. Ha! The good news is that woke us up. He's incapacitated for one more turn. I think we go for the heavy gunner. You know, I'm going to use a focus stim here. That was an amazing critical hit. Didn't bring any normal health hypos. I think we'll be okay. Now for your friend. Oh, that critical! Okay, you can make an argument that I wasted the focus stim, but I think that was a good use of it. It lasts for so long, too. That's a shame. There's nothing for us... Well, there is. if I just ignore the corpses. Dog. It's a Doberman. We missed! That went entirely in the wrong direction. And we're tackled. Oh, wow. Alright, viewer. We're praying this goes where I'm about to throw it. It didn't. It went into a better place. Ah, lovely. Let's get out of here before more people investigate the noise that just occurred. Wow. Wow. Man. That was awesome. I don't know what it is with grenades, viewer. I didn't put any points into throwing, but I'll be darned if they're not landing where I need them to go 98% of the time. Okay, we get that sledgehammer of his, which we're obviously just going to break down. Oh, forgot we're carrying that galvanic vest we made. And the gunner. Some of this stuff will just break down, excuse me, make repair kits with. Okay, so stop. We do not need the sledgehammer. Helmet, I'm not going to repair that, so let's just scrap it. Won't repair the steel boots. These are worth keeping. Let's make some repair kits. Do I have any on me? We do. How's our spear holding up? Spear could use a light repair. Dagger's in good shape. Let's, as long as I'm here right now, let's fix the galvanic steel armor. 12,000? 12,000, good. And these need small repair kits. Sorry, viewer, but I do this on screen all the time, but I'm gonna keep doing it on screen all the time. This armor could use 2 of those as well. That's fine. Now that I've spent so much money, I'm a little more self-conscientious about repair kits and numbers and values and what have you. 8.6mm Harbinger. A sniper rifle. Always worth selling. And a decent galvanic vest. I don't have any fabric scraps. We will repair this Harbinger. And even though there's nothing here in this little room, we're going to walk in here anyway. And explore it really quick. This is where a quest occurs for you to figure out what the Faceless are doing near Foundry if you have not found that cell phone that you kill all the Ironheads for. You have to start this quest in Foundry, and you track a gentleman to this area and possibly save his life here. Okay, do I still want to go this way? We didn't leave the area in combat, but combat's about to start. But we drank some root soda, so we'll hope that we can do this. That's a psychic. Well, that did not go where I wanted it to go. Morphine for us. Say no to setting them on fire. You can have some recurrence as well. There's a gunner there. And a sledgehammer guy. Oh, McLander! I forgot you existed here! He's armed with a claymore as a melee weapon. We can ignore him for 1 round, because I have uncanny dodge. Or we can just maybe kill him right away. What is your... Are you dying? Next round? 28 and 32, 60? Probably not. Incapacitated. We did not do much damage to him. We'll sprint here, activate endothermic aura. The question is the sledgehammer guy going to charge through the flames? I don't know. We used morphine. I will hope that he will not do so. And stay here. He is. He missed the pommel, which is nice. We can heal. We are intimidated, so our chance to hit is non-existent. Good. I want to hit both of them. Wow, they're running right through the flames. I didn't think the AI would do that, to be quite honest, viewer. Normally they do not run through fire. This one used morphine, huh? Let's move up to him. Hit the gunner, and we'll use uncanny dodge to keep ourselves alive here for a round. Oh, wow, you recovered, Mr. Psionicist. We will need to move because our fire resistance is about to expire, so we need to get out of it. Oh no. Okay, he wasn't able to reach me. Metal armor sucks. Since you used adrenaline, I'm interested in slowing you down. Nice, Tim. Very nice. We shouldn't need the shield. I don't think he can reach me. Wow, I resisted the intimidate. Good for me. His riposte is active. Let's recurrence you. He's very dangerous. I too will use adrenaline to get a little further away. Unfortunately for him, he is near 2 HE MK3 mines. He is afraid, so I can move up and stab him. And we can quickly leave this room. And just sit here and let things recharge. And let our adrenaline, our fatigue expire. Not bad! Not bad. Bandage ourselves. We can charge our shield. And then we can get back over there. We have the hammer guy still left. So it's not... Oh, thank goodness we got... Thank goodness for root soda. We can probably just run up and kill him. Nice! Room cleared. Normally when you use exothermic aura, enemies don't bother running through the flames. They're too afraid to do so. Especially if you stand still in it. Flames build on top of each other with exothermic aura. So the longer you stand in one place while the effect is while the effect is working, the higher the flames and the more damage they do. I did not think the sledgehammer guy would actually dare run up into the flames. That's a good use of my morphine there, I think. You guys know the drill. We take everything off the corpses. Oops, that was a sledgehammer. We will break down sledgehammers, though. Actually, we'll have to break down more stuff. We're running out of room. And those two have metal armor. Okay, let's go to the lockers. Oh, there's a smasher over there, too. Alright, well, let's search this. I said let's search this. Can't stop me, locker. We have like 100-something lockpicking. 2 pistols. The 5mm Jaguar laser sight might be actually worth selling, but the other one is not. Some very low pistol frames. Forward grip's the only thing worth taking from these other lockers. We'll break down that sledgehammer. Because whatever level it is, it's worth, yep, some decent fragment scraps. Processed plant or fungus. I didn't have that? Alright, well now we do. Okay, so what do I not need here? The Marauder bipod is worth selling but not repairing. This armor is worth breaking down. 44 hammer laser sights worth repairing and selling. This leather armor is worth breaking down. This pistol is not worth keeping. Neither is the hawker. By the way, when it comes to moving things back and forth between these, double-clicking on an item will immediately put it over here. You don't have to click and drag it. Okay, that should be good. We can use... Nope, wrong thing. Repair this pistol. Okay, and then we can make more repair kits. We're still overburdened. I won't be able to take all the loot off these people. We're going to have to come back, I think. But while we're here, we may as well keep recycling things. Another iron head. We don't need those. I don't need the overall suit. You know, I'm going to break down that armor so I can make repair kits out of a big repair kit. Out of the fabric scraps. And then we can use that on this galvanic vest. We can maybe sell that at Southgate Station. Now, what did we saw that gunner as well, but what did McLander have? Claymore. This large, beautiful, and massively balanced sword, despite its weight, is a perfect dancing partner for wading through scores of bewildered enemies. It seems to have been made from top-quality super steel, with a finish so smooth you could use it as a mirror. We don't have the strength to use it, so this is not good for us, unfortunately. Or fortunately. Level 13 weapon as well, so our spear is arguably better. Well, kind of. On hit, carves up a living target for... Well, I guess it doesn't matter. We're not going to be using this. It also weighs 5 pounds. Let's take the rest of the gear first. Let's see. We'll just be selling the... breaking those down. Oh, a bullhead. Immune to stuns. Okay, how overburdened are we? Can we get down to 160 weight? No. But I did bring a single Rat Hound barbecue, which will increase my carry capacity to 170, so we're not going to be overburdened quite yet. Tim says he takes more things off another corpse. Let's see, let's break down that sledgehammer. And we're exactly at 170, so we can't carry anything else. Alright then. Oh, darn it! I don't want to leave this stuff, so we're going to bring it back to Core City. And we'll start having that selling barrel prepped again. So why don't I cut the recording here, viewer, and I'll be right back to this area. Hey, viewer. I forgot that I walked right past this guy. We took the Jack Quicksilver quests. We should at the very least talk to the person here who is part of the first tasks that he wanted us to complete, Mr. Ohad Zander. So let's talk with him while we're here. The pale man stands still, casually observing his surroundings. He sees you approaching him and thoroughly inspects you with a stare as warm as a glacier, all the while remaining silent. You quickly pick up that he is waiting for you to initiate the conversation. Jack Quicksilver sent me. He answers in a calm manner. Good. I have work for you. You already know my name, I'm sure, so I see no point in repeating it. I'll just get straight down to business. A trader called Daniel Arda has just disembarked from the train on this very station, and, knowing his usual routine, is either dealing with the local merchants or drinking himself into a stupor at the Hardcore City bar. Daniel has recently added a new product to his assortment, a drug called Hercules, which allegedly increases the user's combat performance, and quite substantially. I believe it's all bogus, and I want you to perform an investigation. If I'm right and what he does is indeed a fraud, I want him publicly exposed and therefore humiliated. I want every living soul in Core City to know what kind of man Daniel Arda is and what he is doing. If that was clear enough, the rest is up to you. I'll be here if you have more questions. Once the job is done, I'll be leaving. What can you tell me about Daniel Arda? The most important thing you need to know about Daniel is that the man is a compulsive liar. He will lie about anything, whether it's important or not, so keep that in mind when dealing with him. And he seems to be getting away with it thanks to his constant traveling, and perhaps also due to the fact that he trades mostly in minor things. At least up until now. As for his habits, I only know that he enjoys visiting bars, drinking, and watching violent sports. Okay, goodbye, Mr. Zander. Yes, yes. It also occurs to me that we are passing by Foundry, so we might as well stop in there and see what needs to be done. While we're in the area, after all. So much for going to Southgate Station right away. We're probably going to be... more... I forgot about you, rat hounds. .338 critical hit. Now, of course, that is nothing compared to some builds. And the damage they can deal, like thousands of damage. But I'm quite content to see my little bit of my little critical hits, as it were. Yeah, we should get some work done on these quests. Otherwise, I'll forget I even have them. So we'll stop in Foundry. I just got done moving all the stuff back to barrels in Core City. My plan was to just continue to loot other corpses as we make our way to Southgate Station to vendor there. And all of this was for Luminized Cloth, which probably is not for sale with Harold, but he should now have quality up to, I think, like 120 or so, maybe even better than that. Luminized Cloth for sale occasionally. Southgate Station has the biggest, to my recollection, range of qualities for their component parts. You can still get garbage at like quality 18, but you might get something at quality 130 or so. So it's worth stopping by to take a peek. Now, we were told the gentleman's going to ask who goes there, and we're to respond with the neophyte. And we met that gentleman. Oh, I forgot to pick Ohad's pocket. I will try to do that before we're done here. Oh, that reminds me, by the way. A pickpocket will let us actually access Daniel Arda's inventory without ever having to purchase Hercules from him. So normally it's like 500 or so charons to acquire that drug from him. We get to circumvent that altogether. Pickpocket's actually kind of really useful. More so if we were playing Oddie mode, since it would allow us to gain a few Oddie items that would otherwise be a little tricky to acquire. We'd have to wait until later to get them. I probably should have played Oddity. But Classic is still very nice, and it requires no grinding, as you've seen. We're level 22. Well, we did accidentally do grinding when we went back to Depot A. I even forget why did we go back there again? I can't remember. Who goes there? The neophyte. Enter. A tall, imposing figure dressed in black stands before you, calmly waiting for you to step into the room. While the man seems fairly at ease, you sense that behind his illuminating stare, there is a mind more alert than it might appear. A mind that is capable of swiftly and accurately reacting to even the slightest sign of disturbance or danger. When he eventually does open his mouth to speak, he effortlessly manages to fill the small room with his platinum-heavy ringing voice. We have been waiting for you. I am Everett, for the time being, and I would like to welcome you to Foundry. We have been watching you take care of this mess here in Foundry. Well done. What can you tell me about Foundry? There is much one can tell about Foundry, but very little that is difficult to figure out one's own. Just look around you, and look carefully. Jack would never send me a person unaware of the world around him, right? He smiles. What are you guys doing here on this roof? Chillin'. I'm joking, of course. As you can see, we have a more than satisfying position here, above everyone else. We can observe them and do our work pretty much without interference, right? What is that work exactly? Some other time on that. Jack told me to talk to you about an assignment. I reckon he did. We have a very important situation, Tim. One of our own is imprisoned right here in Foundry. He allowed himself to get caught during a certain act and ended up behind bars. He is being held in Foundry prison, awaiting trial. What exactly happened? Todor Sallywatch was tasked with following a traveling merchant named Bolivar Dowd and was to keep an eye on him. After certain events were to take place, Todor was instructed to assassinate him, which he did. But his exfiltration was less than desirable. He was seen and allowed himself to be apprehended. The real issue here is that Todor is one of us. Therefore, he knows everything we know. Right, Tim? And if the Foundry Guard was to find out what he knows, it would be very, very bad for us. You want me to get him out? Got it. Yes. Get him out if possible. If not, well... Oh, one more thing before I let you on your business, on your mission. We have had a lucky break that brought us some time. Foundry has a single judge that handled all cases, and he just recently died of food poisoning. How fortunate is that, right? With his death, Todor's case is on hold for now, giving us time to act. Or I should say, giving you time to act. You may leave now. If you have any questions, I'm always here. Goodbye, Everett. Take care. Keep your eyes open. Pockets first. Pockets for $50. Take $50. Or well, 50 Stygian coins. And what does Miss Sniper have today? 14 Charons. We already searched this guy's pocket. Okay, so... I suppose we can visit the jail, a place we haven't been to yet, and see what... Well, we don't have a plan yet, do we? Okay, well, Tim, why are you just... why are you horsing around? You already know how to do this quest. You've done it multiple times. So, let's get this done. So, the first thing we're going to do is go here and investigate some lockers. Our last normal lockpick. A bandage, worth it. We haven't been up here yet, by the way. We did not full explore. Foundry. Hello. Foundry plans. A garbage hawker. A large waste pack. Increases character capacity by 50. And mercantile capacity by 15. This would have been handy for when I was moving things back and forth. I'll bring that back to our home because I'm not quite done moving things. But, oh man, I wish I knew that was there. Maybe that was a lucky find. There's another one of these teleportation circles here. And you might notice something weird over here. Sniper rifle. A special sniper rifle, because it goes into our key inventory. This sniper was found on one of the rooftops in Foundry. The weapon appears to have been used sometime in the past. With this in hand, this is probably what Todor used. Let's now visit the jail. Oh, of course we should pick their pockets. 16 bucks. I've been tempted to go around and pick everyone's pockets a second time and begin taking their health hypos and what have you. But at the moment, I'm still going to limit myself to mostly just Charons from them. We shouldn't need more advanced health hypos as we go through the game. Oh, sorry, as we go through the game we will, but we don't need to pick their pockets for more at the moment. We'll get plenty off the corpses. I will take 2 fusion cells off this gentleman, though. Nothing in the barrels. Delma. Sounds important. A middle-aged woman wearing gleaming metal armor gets up from behind her desk and stands up to meet her guest. She looks at you, lifting her slightly wrinkly eyelids to reveal experienced eyes that haven't lost much intensity since her younger days. Her voice, on the other hand, is already one step inside the grave, for it is heavy and low-pitched, sounding as if there is some weight on her vocal folds, which pushes the voice down into the low range, all the pollution here. "Oh, aren't you Tim? It's a pleasure to finally meet you. I'm Delma Ward, the warden of Foundry Prison. I will take this opportunity to say that we are all very grateful for what you did, getting rid of those rocky creatures and all. Whatever it is you need, I'll do my best to help. Tell me about the prison." "This prison is so secure, no one's ever managed to escape from here. No one even tried. Everyone knows how any such attempts will end. Well, there was a riot several years ago, unsuccessful of course, but other than that, nothing. Foundry prides itself with being a station of justice. All prisoners go through fair trial, something which is rarely performed nowadays, amigo. Usually it's, you seem guilty, boom! Next, please." Sad but true. Those who end up here usually do community service, which includes mining and other types of work. "Oh, well, tell me about the community service." "Sure I can, amigo. All prisoners are required to perform community service jobs. Since Foundry revolves around mining, all who are physically capable of such work are sent to the mine. It's like a regular job, only get paid less. Actually, you don't get paid at all. Those who are not able to work inside the mine, we find something for them. It all depends on their previous skills, physical fitness, and other factors." "All is well. We never had problems with prisoners outside of the prison. They know they couldn't outsmart and escape the Foundry Guard anyway, so no one even bothered trying." "Man, sounds like it's pointless to try to resist. Good job here. How do you feel now that the mine has been reopened?" "Foundry is back on its feet, alive and kicking. We got rid of the beast, with your help, of course, amigo," she laughs. "We still have to deal with the pollution and an increase in violent crimes, though. It's one step at a time, I suppose." "I see you like growing flowers." Yes, I do. Say, what do you think of them?" "I think they're beautiful. Flowers are rare in general, let alone as exquisite as these." Thank you very much. I find it very relaxing to have flowers in the office, amigo. When I feel the need to unwind, I sit down and observe them in all their beauty. I enjoy the wonderful colors that are missing from the world around us, so we watch them in silence, nothing else. My works of art." A smile escapes her for a brief moment. "And during that time, while I'm relaxing in my office, all is well. Then someone brings in the guy who killed his brother with a jackhammer, so you know it's time to get back to work. I swear, people get more and more violent these days." "I need to ask you some questions about a prisoner named Todor Sallywatch." "Yes, Todor Sallywatch. What did you want to ask me about him? Why is he here?" "What's your relationship with him?" "We're just friends." "I'm sorry, that's not good enough. Rules are rules. So I saved Foundry from being overrun by monsters, and I came and asked about or see my friend in prison?" Thank you, Delma." Alright. What was it that you wanted to ask me about Todor Sallywatch? "Why is he here?" "He is accused of murdering a traveling merchant named Bolivar Dowd. His case is currently on hold due to the unfortunate death of Judge Taylor, and will be continued after a new judge has been elected. Or if something important or urgent comes up, the current chief, Chief Banner in this case, can decide the fate of the accused. That is all according to Foundry law." "I'd like to see him." "I'll allow it, but this one time only. I'll tell the guards to lead you to the visiting room. Let's go meet him." You are led into a small room by a guard who locks the door behind you. You wait for a minute or two, glancing at the electric eye of the camera sweeping across the room. At last, footsteps can be heard approaching. The door opens, and a guard leads in a man you presume to be Todor. The guard locks the other door behind him, leaving you two to mutual scrutiny. Todor is the first to speak. "So, you're the one who wanted to talk to me. I don't remember ever seeing you before. I'm Tim, and I've been sent by Everett." "Everett?" He smiles. "I see my friends haven't forgotten about me. Great. What do you have in mind? Are you getting me out of here?" "Tell me what happened. How'd you end up in here?" "I guess Everett told you everything, but here goes. Hell, some time ago Everett told me to follow this guy, Bolivar Dowd, some merchant traveling around South Underrail. I was supposed to keep an eye on him. After receiving the green light, I was to assassinate him. All was well. When the time came to kill, I shot him with my sniper rifle. Should have seen it. His head split in half, he smiles. Large caliber rounds make gruesome wounds. Then people panicked. They dispersed in all directions. I left the rifle on the roof I took the shot from so I wouldn't be seen walking around with it. Then I made my way down and began my retreat to the hideout. Nearly made it back. All was going according to plan. And then a guard stopped me. Damn it. I was almost there. And he was real suspicious. As if he knew I had taken the shot. Maybe someone saw me or... I don't know. But the bastard just wouldn't budge and... Well, here I am. And I had done everything right. It's just... I was out of luck. What do you mean by receiving the green light? Damn it. I don't know if I should say it, but... Bolivar was supposed to meet with another trader, an arms merchant working for some people in Core City. Oliver Micus is his name. Hell, the guy's been selling guns to everyone, from small gangs to ironheads. And I heard he even traded with lurkers. The Foundry Guard doesn't know any of this, by the way. All in all, I was to wait before Micus and Dowd met, and then whack the ladder. Do you know who ordered the assassination? No. Even if I did, I can't spill. But I don't think it was Micus. I was watching them. They seemed like they made a good deal. Both seemed rather pleased. Everett is worried about you talking. You know what I mean. Todor's face becomes dead serious. I haven't spoken about the cell. They asked me all sorts of questions, but I swear I told them nothing. Everett knows me. Come on. Alright, I believe you. Don't worry, I'll get you out of here. Thank you. You scared me for a moment. So what's the plan? What can you tell me about this prison? Hell, this place is pretty well secured, that's for sure. There's cameras all over the place, with all the monitoring done from the large security room in the center of the prison. Hell, have you seen all the guards? The turrets? These people are not messing around. Alright, Todor, that's all I wanted to talk to you about. Okay. Oh, there are auto turrets here too, not just sentry guns. Oh my god, trying to bring them out the main entrance is a great way to die. Thankfully, though, we don't have to do it that way. We learned the name of another trader who travels around, who is also underhanded. It sounds like what Bolivar Dowd is like. We have the sniper rifle that he used. No one saw him take the shot. We know that Chief Banner is the one who will oversee the things, the events here, without an actual other person being appointed judge. Hello, Dan. Hello there, friend. Dan, where'd you get that plasma sentry from? A Foundry Guard recently recovered a couple of them from an old Biocore facility, abandoned as they usually are. Our techs repaired them and, well, they're as good as new. Much friendlier, too. Still, these bad boys kick some major butt when you need them to. I simply, borrowed one for the fight. I returned it just in time. No one even knows it was gone. I'm good. Damn good. Don't you agree? How do you feel that the mine's been reopened? You like standing here all over again, just not doing anything? Foundry easily reverted to Boringville. Nothing to shoot anymore. Damn it, we sure showed those prickly bastards what we're made of. Brings me right back to the old days. Damn, I need more action in my life. The biggest mistake I ever made was trying to settle down and live peacefully. It sucks. Never settle down. You'll just get bored. Alright, Dan. See ya. Well, we were have to use the bathroom, but we'll... I think we're playing for about an hour, so we'll wrap up Foundry. And then we'll... Well, then I'll... No one cares. I'm battling. Yes? Chief, I need to talk to you about a prisoner named Todor Sallywatch. Todor Sallywatch. Isn't that the man who killed Bolivar Dowd? Accused of killing. Due to Judge Taylor's passing, I will be dealing with all criminal cases. So what was it you wanted to talk about? I believe he is innocent and should be released. Tim, you've already proven trustworthy, and I thank you for all the help so far. But I haven't gotten to this case yet, with all the work I have at the moment, and most of our investigators are busy with other cases. The reason I haven't begun is we are still missing the murder weapon. If you manage to find it alongside any other clues, we can quickly process the case and release him. It's a deal. Get back with some evidence. We actually have the gun with us. So I have the weapon that was used to kill Bolivar Dowd. The chief takes a careful look at the rifle. What have you got? I found this rifle on the roof of the building overlooking the alley Bolivar Dowd was shot in. I found out that Bolivar Dowd was supposed to meet an arms merchant named Oliver Micus. They had an argument, and Micus later had him shot. And I have to use the bathroom. I'm so sorry. I'll be right back. All right. Sorry about that. That's better. All right, so we hit one. Micus. I remember the name mentioned, but all that you told me still doesn't prove he killed Dowd. I might need more than that. Well, what proves that Sallywash killed Dowd? You're keeping him in prison based on nothing. I see. You've already proven you are a good investigator, so I'll trust you on this one. I'll take the rifle and see what information we have on Micus. I'll have my men right on it. Give him the sniper rifle. That is good. I'll pass this on and see if this was indeed the weapon Dowd was killed with. I'll also see if we can learn anything more from the weapon. Come see me later, and I'll have an answer. Got it. See ya. Alright, we'll come back later and see if he does indeed have the answer. Oh, I gotta use the bathroom again. Alright, I do. Alright, so I guess we'll stop here then, viewer. When we come back, I'll be near the corpse we have yet to search, and we'll be on our way to Southgate Station. So I will see you guys then. So, take care, everyone. Thanks for watching.